all my rings. Currently on my way to a fun center. I'm so excited. But yeah, I wanted to come and talk to y'all because I did finish Where the Wildflowers Grow by Tidra Shelton Harris. I want to say is her name. I miss Tidra. It reminded me a lot of Their Eyes Are Watching God because of some of the aspects of the book and some of the happenings in the book. Some of the characteristics of the female main character were similar to me. The journey to find themselves in the book and how they found love late reminded me of that book. Something that happened in the book also reminded me of the book. When I saw that happened, I was like, wow, this is extremely similar. I wonder if she was inspired by the book at some point. But anyway, as I should tell you what the book is about, right? Y'all, I can't believe I'm going to this place. Anyway, we get introduced to Leah on a prison bus. She is being transported on the bus. Not sure if we ever figure out where she was going. They may have mentioned it in the book. It's not important. She's on a prison bus. She is being transported. They are driving and then fall off this cliff. They fall off this cliff and into like this big, I don't know if this big body of water. And she ends up trying to save one of the guards because she talks about how when she was in prison, she kind of had a liking to her. She was nice to her. She ends up trying to save one of the guards, and then she ends up not being able to save them. So she's the only one who makes it out of the accident alive. So she makes it out of the accident alive. She knows that she is, they're going to be looking for them at some point in time. So she's like, okay, either I can go find somebody and turn myself in, or I can start a new life. And she chooses the option to start a new life. I'm not really spoiling anything because this is like in the first part of the book. But during the accident, when she's in the water, like trying to literally fight for her life, she recalls growing up with her parents. They didn't have a lot of money. The dad was never really there for them, so they had to rely on, what he taught them as far as like surviving in like the woods. And then they relied on their mom a lot of the time. So she talked about that. She talked about how her mom did what she could for them. Maybe not ideal in a lot of ways, but she did what she could to make sure that they were good. But she had her flaws. The book mostly, I don't know what you would classify it, because eventually in the book she does meet this guy named Jackson. And y'all, Jackson was a good brother. She meets Jackson. He is the owner of a flower farm, and she ends up working with him, and they end up falling in love. And he helps her kind of navigate some of the trauma that she's experienced, some of the loss that she's experienced, and really heal. Because throughout this time, like, her life went so fast. She grew up hard, and then as soon as, she was somewhat of an adult, ended up in prison. And you find out what exactly happens in the book, I don't want to spoil it for you, but when she ends up working for him on this flower farm, she really starts to find out who she is as a woman, as a person, and she grows to learn to love herself despite some of the things that she's been through. And the book mostly, it had like romance in it, but it was mostly about healing and rediscovering yourself after like dramatic, are you turning? After dramatic life events, and learning to trust yourself and trust other people, and learning ways to deal with some of the stress and anxiety and things that come with growing up the way she did. It was beautiful in that aspect, and that's also kind of what reminded me of Their Eyes Are Watching God, because I just recently read this book, but when you read that book, you learn about Janie and like how she grew up, which was better than most, but the trauma of her family was placed on her, and in their attempt to make better decisions, they didn't always make her life the best. And it was kind of given that in that book, and like how she found love later in life. Same in Where the Wildflowers Grow. She didn't really even have a chance to find love because of some of the things that she had to deal with. It's tough, but the book was good. It had some heavy elements. It was really, really heavy on healing, and what I liked about the book is it wasn't like traditional therapy that she sought in order to heal. She was very much becoming one with nature. Like she loved to work out in nature, like get her hands dirty, put her feet in the mud and really feel it. And that's what helped her. And I appreciated that, because you don't always see that when you read books about healing and stuff. And that was pretty cool. I thought that was cool. So yeah, I just wanted to come and talk a little bit about that. But I'm pulling up at McDonald's now to feed my baby, who's saying she don't want to. She ready to go to the fun center, but she gotta eat. So yeah, maybe I'll record some in the fun center. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to sit down much. I don't want to go to McDonald's. But yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Oh, that was weird. Good thing we're taking a break.
Yeah, it sounds like you need the rest.
Yeah, just need a little water.
Did someone say water?
Oh boy. Okay, let's do it.
I want to see you laugh.
Okay.
How?
Oh, you sit right there and then we'll hold hands and do it together. Ready?
I'm scared.
It's okay, I promise you. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Here we go.
Oh, look, Mommy. See that?
Yeah, let's go see. So it's the next day and I am beat. I realized that I might be a little too old for all those activities all in one day. I took my baby to, I forget what that place was called. It's like called Fun Center or something, but it's inside our mall and it's like an indoor playground, but like times 10. It's like you climb up places and there's you climb up places, and each time you climb up there's like different activities. There's like a soccer field, there's like Legos, and all the way at the bottom there's like almost like cars that you can drive around the little track. It's very cool. I had a lot of fun. I'm ready to go back. I don't know who had more fun, me or my 4-year-old. But my body needs some time to recoup. But I wanted to come to y'all because I forgot to like end the video and tell y'all I went to 2 thrift stores. They didn't really have much. Sometimes you gotta give them some time. So I don't know if I'll go next weekend. That's a lie. I go every weekend because I'm kind of addicted. But anyway, I did find Tiffany D. Jackson book. I was so excited to see this because I want her whole catalog and I was planning on buying it anyway. But I just so happened to see this at the thrift store and they're like the cheapest. They had 75 cents for paperbacks. So, I mean, duh. Like, who would give this away? This book was so good. If you haven't read this book, read this book. If you know anything about Tiffany D. Jackson, she writes from like stories. She builds like her own story on a pre-existing real story. So this kind of puts you in the mind of like the whole R. Kelly saga and all that. So it's really good. I highly recommend it. I mean, it's Tiffany D. Jackson, so you can't go wrong, period. But yeah, got this book. This was the only book that I found at the thrift while I was thrifting. And then I wanted to tell y'all before I leave, reading Love Radio, and I love it. I love a young black romance. It kind of reminds me of that Netflix show Forever. It's so good. It's so cute. And it's so very black. Like, black. And I'm enjoying it. All the references to all the 90s movies. How she sees them in the beginning of the story. And then I'm interested to see how she sees those movies towards the end. Because she's very much, like, judgy on all those movies, which if you really go back and watch some of those movies, you can see how they could be problematic in different ways, but we still love them. So this book is really, really good. I love it so much. I adore both of these characters, so excited to see what happens. I just wanted to update y'all, tell y'all what I'm reading now. I don't know what my next video will be just yet, but there will be another video. Oh, and y'all, look what we found. We went to this like antique store. This was new for us. I should have recorded it. When we go back, I'll try to record. They had so many cool stuff, but this is what we found. Hold on, please. Look, isn't he cute? We are Deadpool stands here, so we had to get him to put on our bookshelf. He looks like a big, what do you call them things? Those Funko Pop things. That's what he looks like, but he's not. He's a piggy bank. See? But we're gonna sit it on there and pretend like he's one of those expensive Funko Pops. Boop. And we got it for $10. It's plastic, so I could put it low enough to where if my 4-year-old wants to touch it, she can touch it. I prefer her not to, but you know. She does what she wants. It's her world. We just live in it. That's what I got. that was pretty much it. That was my weekend. It was mostly catered to my 4-year-old and all her play dates, which is fine because I had a really good time. But I hope to see y'all again in my next video. I love y'all so much. Thank you for sticking with me and watching my videos. I'm excited to be here with you guys and grow with you guys. If you have books that you recommend, books that you think I would like based off of what you saw so far, please let me know. But I will see y'all soon. Bye.